In both the DC and Marvel universes, there are a plethora of heroes and villains with even more superpowers between them all. With that in mind, here are the 3 best superpowers ranked. Self-sustenance itself comes in more than one form, but the basics always impart the kind of power that is invaluable to those who typically deal with especially treacherous terrains. For characters like the Silver Surfer, Captain Marvel, Superman, or Martian Manhunter, the need to eat, sleep, or breathe does not necessarily exist. This doesn't mean that these characters cannot do those things, but that a lack of them doesn't affect them in any meaningful way. As such, there is never a reason for the Silver Surfer or any other self-sustaining figures to stop and recuperate outside of coming into injury.
It must feed on energy to survive.
For most characters across comic book culture, having superpowers will only ever be a pipe dream, whereas for a very select few, their power is being able to shut down other people's powers entirely. Numerous heroes and villains have exhibited varying degrees of power nullification, but all of them have been able to overcome what would otherwise have been absolutely crushing odds. Characters such as Leech and Siphon have displayed this specific ability within the confines of the Marvel universe, whereas in DC, we've seen this power exemplified through the likes of Raven and Nemesis Kid. Immortality doesn't necessarily mean not having to worry about dying of natural causes. Sometimes it means being able to die over and over again without any permanent consequences. In fact, for several comic book characters, dying is just the first step towards their next great life, even if taking that step tends to be exceedingly painful. Whereas Marvel's Phoenix Force undergoes a cycle of life, death, and resurrection on a cosmic scale, the likes of DC's Doomsday experiences something far less symbolic, and dying is usually gruesome, painful, and tragic. In the case of Doomsday, coming back means being resurrected largely immune to whatever led to his death, unlike the Phoenix, who is the embodiment of life and death. And there you have it, the 3 best superpowers ranked. What superpower would you want to have? Tell us in the comments section below, and be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss any quality comic content.